Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome to the video tutorials of codeandtest.com, and in this video we'll learn about form validations. Okay, what form validations are? Validation is the process of checking that a form has been filled correctly or not. Okay, for example, you want the user to enter valid email ID. Okay, and sometimes you do not want the user to leave some mandatory fields empty. Okay, so uh, validation is the process of checking that a form has been filled correctly or not. Okay, so let us build a simple form, and in this video I'll explain you about text box validation. Okay, the user cannot leave the text box empty, okay, or blank. So in this example I'll create one text box, okay, and a submit button, and I'll validate it to ensure that the user enters his name before form is submitted. Okay, so let me just create a form first. Form name, let's say form 1. Okay, and action equal to, if you don't know what I am doing here, I recommend you go watch my HTML video series. Okay, http://google.co.in. okay, and I'll come to the next line on submit. You are in return name validate. Okay, I'll explain you this code now. Okay, so let's create a text box, name input, type equal to text. Okay, and let's give it a unique ID, let's say name, and line break, and let's create a submit button, input type equal to submit, value equal to submit. Alright, so I'll save this and I'll refresh it here. So that's our simple form. Okay, we only have two elements there, name and a submit button. So this action part, this action attribute, what it does is when submit button is clicked, okay, this page opens, our Google home page opens. Okay, so okay, I'm sorry, this is on submit. Okay, ONSUBMIT, on submit. Okay, and when submit button is clicked, this name validate function is called. Okay, we haven't created that name validate function yet, we'll create it now. Okay, so function name validate, flap brackets open, flap brackets closed. Okay, and let's give a variable true. Okay, this now we'll check if the user has entered some value or not in the name text box. Document dot get element by ID. We learned how to access form elements in the last video. Okay, the ID for name was name. Okay, name. Okay, dot value, okay, is equal to this is blank. Okay, flat brackets open and flat brackets close. Okay, actually here what this statement document.getElement by id name.value does is it will give the value entered here in this text box. Okay, and if user is entering nothing there, so that is if document.getElement by id name.value is empty, okay, we want an alert box asking the user to enter name. Okay, it's like please enter your name. Alright, and we'll set the value for valid false. Okay, and after that we'll so if the value is empty, if the user did not enter anything, okay, this condition will be true. Okay, so what happens is this if block gets executed, isn't it? So the user will be prompted to enter his or her name, okay, by an alert box. Okay, and the variable valid will be false. Okay, the access won't go to the next page. Okay, first we declare variable valid true here. Okay, so if user is not entering anything, this valid will be false. Okay, if user is entering something, okay, if this condition is not true, what happens is valid will remain true here. Okay, and will return that valid. Okay, I'll save this. Let me just check this code. Okay, form name action on submit return validate. This validate, yes, this is true, correct. So name and name are good. So that's it in the video, and I'll save that and I'll refresh it. Okay, first I won't enter anything in this name text box and click submit. See here, please enter your name. I'll click OK. Okay, and now I'll enter my name here, let's say Jack, and I'll submit. See here, I'm navigated to this Google homepage. Alright, that's what we wanted, right? In our action attribute we give that URL. Okay, so now what happens when user clicks on submit button, this on submit attribute will call this name validate function. Okay, this return is important here. Let's see what happens if we omit this return. Okay, just for understanding purpose, I'll save this. Okay, I'll go back here and refresh. So I won't enter anything in the text box, and I'll click submit button. Submit. Okay, we removed return here. Okay, now observe carefully what happens. If I click OK, it will navigate to a Google homepage. See here, we don't want that to happen. Okay, we want user to enter some value first here. Alright, so programmers, what they do is sometimes they forget this return. Okay, so that's how you validate a text box in JavaScript. Okay, so here document.getElement by id name.value equal to empty. Okay, if this condition is true, an alert box appears asking the user to enter name. Okay, and valid equal to false. This valid equal to false, what it does is it will not allow the user to navigate to our page here, this page here. Okay, when valid is false, the user is not navigated to this google.co.in page. Okay, when valid is true, only then the user can go to this google.co.in page. Alright, so that's why we have this valid variable here. Okay, So I hope that's clear. That's all in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next video.